Good morning. I need your help today. This is Dina, drinking coffee and learning some Python. So I do need your help because I tried to do it without you. And I think it's much better if we share this challenge. So today we are going to look at functions and classes. And I don't know if I'm comfortable with those. So let's see. First, the task. Classes can have functions too, which are known as methods when they're inside of a class, like the bark method here. One more time. Classes can have functions too. When a function is a part of class, it is called method. Here, we need to look at the bark. The bark will be the method. Class, virtual pet, color, brown. Define bark itself, print bark, Rocky, virtual pet, Rocky bark. Like the bark method here. Bark is the method. Bark is the function. Bark is self. Okay. What do we have? Self is a special keyword that we need to use inside of our class definition. We pass self as the first parameter to all the methods we add. Okay, so let's type a little bit. Class, virtual pet. Okay, color, brown. Next, and we are still indented, yeah, so define bark. We are defining method, and we need to put self in the parentheses. And print bark. One more time. Self is a special keyword that we need to use inside our class definition. Okay. We pass self as the first parameter to all the methods we add. One more time. We pass self as the first parameter to all the methods we add. We use self as a parameter in the class methods so that we can access the class variables like color and legs inside the methods. Class, virtual pet. Color, brown. Legs, 4. Define bark, self. Print bark. Define display color, self. Print self, color, define display leg self, print self legs, Rocky virtual pet, Rocky display color, Rocky display legs. We use self as a parameter in the class method so that we can access the class variables like color and legs inside the method. We use self as a parameter in the class methods so that we can access the class variables like color and legs inside the method. Okay. Inside display color and self color is how we access the value of the class variable brown. So let's do some typing again. I'm going to type class virtual pet. Next, color brown, legs 4. Define bark self print bark. Define display color self print color. Or rather self and then color. Without using self, we wouldn't be able to access the class variables as they are declared outside of the class method's scope. To use a class method, it is the same as using a class variable, except we need to add parentheses, like here with Rocky Bark. To use a class method, it's the same as using a class variable, except we need to add parentheses, like here with Rocky Bark. So, Rocky Bark, which is the true about a class definition. You can only create a You can only create variables in a class definition. You can create functions and variables in a class definition. Correct. How do we access Rocky's method? Print color. Rocky dot print color parentheses. Which of the following is the correct method to access Rocky's variable color? This? Oh, no. Okay. Why do we need to use the word self when accessing class variables from inside a method? As we need to use self to create any variables in a class, we need to use self to make class variable scope accessible inside a method. Define a class method called introduce inside the class Pokemon. Define class method called introduce self. Okay. Complete the display statement that displays apostrophes are in the wrong place. The name variable by coding self name. No, complete the display statement that displays the name variable by coding self name. Complete the display statement that displays the name variable. Print I am, and I need to code self name. So Self will access the class and name will access the variable of that class. Self, class Pokemon, name Pikachu. Access and call the method introduce using the class instance Pikachu. Access and call the method introduce using the class instance Pikachu. It's either introduce.pikachu or I think it's this. Sorry, I think it's this, but I need to check it before I input it because this is the last hot and I need to be careful. Okay, class Pokemon, column, name Pikachu, define introduce self, column, print hi, print I am plus self name. Pikachu is Pokemon introduce Pikachu okay, then it's Pikachu introduce. It's not. Introduce. We don't have any other options though. Okay, we ran out of hats. And this will conclude the lesson for today.